But yeah, once you guys get inside, have a look at the structural work, then we'll grab you guys a picture of looking like a hobbit as well. And like I said before, if you guys do want help, I can always help out as well. So let's make our way up the hillside, guys. Please be careful because it is quite steep, okay? Can be a little bit slippery underfoot as well. So please take your time and we'll regather at the top.
I guess you're on the right scale.
Yeah, no, I don't have to put a lot of work in to look that tall.
You probably wouldn't even have to duck to get in the door, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah? Thank you. All right.
One more, please.
One more? Cool. Yes, of course. Little midges everywhere. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. And one more. Perfect. Yeah. You guys want to run together as well? Of course. Alright guys, 3, 2, 1. And one more. Go.
No como el otro día.
Ya tienen ni puta idea.
In the habitat.
Entendeu?
Det er der. Men er også lugtet i tider.
Fast det är väl domligt då. Den tog du fan då. Du får väl framför.
Yeah, you do it then. Don't walk backwards though, Sharon. I'll go backwards on here.
Thank you so much.
Do you want me to get one of the two of you guys together?
No.
No.
Do you want one taken with it in the background?
No, I'm good. I got one already though. Thank
Okay.
you.
Right, you're on to it.
这个写书的那个人的地方。 Sorry. My bad.
Alright guys, so welcome to the home of Bag End. As you guys already know, that tree above Bag End is actually completely artificial. What do you guys think about it now though? Getting a little bit closer to it, do you think it still looks fake? Yeah?
Only a little bit.
A little bit. The leaves, the plastic kind of ness to the leaves, you can kind of tell. But there's another feature that's quite cool about Bag End, and it's actually just the interior that you can see inside the door. Now that is actually a complete illusion. It does not go back any further than what you can see. Although the hobbit hole itself goes back about 4 meters into the hillside. Now the reason for adding that little bit of interior is just to purely keep you guys thinking and to give you a little bit of an idea of what they might have, like what the insides might have looked like if they had have added the interior scenes inside. So all the interior scenes that you guys do see filmed in the studio, all the interior scenes that you guys see filmed on the in the movies are filmed in studio. There we go. Took a little while to get it out, but you know. So yeah, they were all done down in Wellington, about 5.5 hours south of here. So they've been added together so well that you guys would hardly even be able to tell they're in 2 different places, let alone 5.5 hours apart from each other, which is pretty cool. But yeah, as you come on past Bag End, guys, do make sure you grab some photos. Take a photo of that tree. Take it home, tell your friends and family it is artificial. They will not believe you. And then come on down the other side of the hill, okay, guys? Now, as we do get to the bottom of the hill, we do have a seat, okay? We're going to wait next to that seat, and we're all going to carry on together, okay? So grab your photos, then come on down, and we'll be hanging out at the seat for you guys.
Can you just go in the whole time?
Yeah?
Perché ho visto che visitavano non l'ho sentito.
Lì mai.
Alright, so let's carry on down the pathway, guys. Thanks for waiting. Just over 200,000.
Bless you.
Alrighty guys, we're going to make our way out onto the party field, so let's keep going. Guys, come on out onto the party field. see this area here? Do you guys recognize it? From the Hobbit movies? You do? Do you remember what's happening in the scene?
What's his face's birthday?
Yeah? Yeah?
For-
But this part in particular, you see this in the films? No? No? It does look familiar though, right? Yeah. So you know as Bilbo heads out on his adventure, he's going after the dwarves. I've left him that contract on his table. He packs the stuff, grabs the contract. You see him running down through Hobbiton. Yeah? He runs down the hillside. He's on that side of Hobbiton where we've just walked up. And then it cuts to another scene. He's on this side of Hobbiton. Jumps over the fence. And then it cuts to another scene. He's back on the far side of Hobbiton. And he exits out through the 2 stone walls that you can see right at the start where we actually started from. So he comes and he jumps over the fence and down through the veggie garden and then he exits. Pretty cool. Now really cool with that is Bilbo Baggins wasn't actually as agile, so he couldn't jump over the fence. So they had to get a stunt double in to actually do that for him. So yeah, that's his stunt double doing it, not him, which is pretty cool. But if you guys come on over this way a little bit, I want to point out something to you in the tree. Lots of people come through here and they're like, oh my god, this place is not real, like it's just a redo of what they did before. And I'm like, no, they actually did film down here. So this is really cool to point out to you guys to make it a little bit more permanent as well. Cool. So this tree, out the lowest branch that hangs down, that's got no pine needles or just the pine cones on the end of the branch. Can you guys all see that? Mm-hmm. Cool. If you look about halfway into the branch, can you see a little piece of string hanging down with a little circle on the end?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Cool. Okay. So you remember in the party scene, Merry and Pippin, they're playing around with that firework. They grab the biggest one on the back of the cart, because it's the biggest one. Why would you not grab the biggest one, right? So they grab the biggest one and they take it underneath the tent. So where that pulley is actually directly where that tent was, okay? So there was a rope connected to the top of the tent, fed through that pulley. There's actually another one just in from where this rope is hanging on the tree branch, another one in there. So I fed through the first pulley, second pulley, and then someone was at the end ready to yank on the end of that rope to make that tent shoot up in the air as soon as that firework sound had gone off. So there you go. But really cool in that particular scene, Peter Jackson had asked Merry and Pippin to scream the realest scream that they could do. Okay, didn't get the scream that he wanted. So what Peter Jackson ended up doing was putting little fireworks behind Merry and Pippin during that scene. Okay, as soon as he needed them to scream, lighting them on fire, you get that scream that comes out. So when you hear it in the films, it actually sounds like 2 little girls. Okay. That's Merry and Pippin in real life. That is their scream, that is them terrified, okay? So do watch it, do have a listen, it is quite funny. But something that I love to share with all my groups, okay, it's probably one of my coolest, probably one of the coolest scenes in the entire movie. I think it's really interesting anyway. You see Bilbo at the party field with all those hobbits. They're all celebrating his 111st birthday. Now you see him stand up in front of the tree. He's about to make a speech. Now his speech was basically just to say thank you to all the hobbits for coming out celebrating with him, but he had to go. Pretty sure that was his last sentence. Something like that anyway. Puts the ring on, heads up to Bag End. Now right when he first starts talking, you actually see a cloud of smoke travel in behind Bilbo. Have you guys ever noticed that? No? Okay. When you watch it again, watch the background, okay? Don't focus on Bilbo, focus on the background. So, a scene prior to that, you see the hobbits. There's about 4 of them. They're carrying in this big cake, big 3-tiered cake. 111 candles scattered around the top of that cake, okay? They place it down, but the only thing that was wrong with that cake was actually made of polystyrene, okay? So polystyrene is like plastic, like soft plastic, covered in frosting, with those 111 candles planted on the top, all set on fire. So as soon as they went to go to the scene where Bilbo was standing up giving his thank you, those candles had actually burnt down to the end of the wick, started then burning into the cake, polystyrene then melted, caught on fire. So that's where you get this cloud of smoke that travels in behind Bilbo, okay? He carries on like nothing had ever happened, and then you see the scene following that. And it's basically just the hobbits sitting there, they're listening to Bilbo's sweet as, and then you see all their faces drop. Just and that's them watching the cake on fire while Bilbo carries on with the speech. Nothing's ever happened. So he's a good actor. But once you do watch it, you will find it funny, okay? Just because you don't remember it now, when you go back and watch The Fellowship of the Ring. Do look out for it, okay? Like I said, don't watch Bilbo, watch the background. It's a lot easier. Actually, if you do go and watch the films again and you have seen them, watch a lot of the background because there's a lot of random stuff that happens in the background you don't actually pick up because you're watching the main characters. So there you go. But what we are going to do now, team, is we're going to make our way up to Samwise Gamgee's house. We're going to hang out there for a little bit. Then we're going to come back down to this little area up here where you can see the seats. It's going to be our last stop before we get to the pub. So the quicker we get to Sam's, the quicker we get back to the seat, the quicker we can get to the pub. Sound like a good deal? Let's go. So just mind our lovely garden team, guys. The big yellow door is actually Samwise Gamgee's house, okay? And you do see it at the end of Return of the King. Samwise come home from his adventure. You walk up the parkway there. That little girl runs out and greets Sam. And then you see Rosie come out with that child on her head as well. Now really, really cute, that little girl that runs out and greets Sam is actually his daughter in real life. Okay, super cute. You get the tear roll down your face when you go and watch it again. You'll have two. Okay, but that little girl that Rosie brings out with her on her hip is actually her daughter in real life as well. So Peter Jackson uses a lot of the cast friends and family just to create that natural and raw emotion that you guys do see and feel on screen, okay? And it is a lot less time consuming, okay? That scene, it is a lot easier to have a child run to a parent than what it is to have a child run to a stranger, okay? So it makes a little bit more sense, which is really cool. But yeah, grab a photo of Samwise Gamgee's house, guys, and then come on down. Quick chat though. The smoke coming out of the chimney, who thinks that's real? No one? You guys all think that smoke is artificial? Yeah? You don't think it's real? You think it is real? Okay, well you're right. It is. So yeah, there's a little smoker in the base of the chimney with Manuka wood chip in the bottom, lit on fire in the morning, and then back on fire in the afternoon as well because they do end up going out. And then it just smoulders away during the day and produces a smoke. And it smells really good as well. It smells quite sweet. Don't know whether you guys have smelt it around. There's another chimney going up there. So yeah, nice little touch. It's very, very cute as well. So grab your photos, team. Come on down this way and then we'll make our way across to the Green Dragon.
Og det skal jo passes det hele.
花不是这么拍的，亲爱的。
要点上去，但是没法点。
Like on the top of the hill, it has to be an extremely windy day for you guys to use up there. Yeah, it was very warm. This tree is about 110 years old. A couple of my friends, a couple of my friends were actually extras at Hobbiton. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Quite young. Alrighty guys. So just while I'm going to tell you about the beverage options, if you want to get a picture of the view looking across the lake to the Green Dragon, you are more than welcome. Pretty sure we can all multitask around here, right? Yeah. Cool. Good. So yeah, we're going to make our way across to the Green Dragon. Now just before we do make our way there, I'm going to tell you the beverage options. So we do have 4 different options for you guys to try today. And these beverages are exclusive to us here at Hobbiton. So you cannot get them anywhere else in the world, okay? So please do try one. They are delicious. So we have a dark English stout. We have a light amber ale. We have a hard apple cider. We also have a non-alcoholic ginger beer as well. Okay,